Hello guys, welcome to Mad About Films YouTube channel. My name is Anuj Nirmal and this video is mainly going to be just a general talk about what's been happening in my life and what the future of this channel looks like. So to start with, let me tell you guys that this channel was about filmmaking. As you guys can scroll through the contents and see what kind of content I used to make. So they were mainly about how to do sound design, how to edit a video, how to do motion graphic designing, stuff like that. And so I haven't uploaded almost like since 2 years. That's because I got a full-time job and I was earning decent and I never really got time to make any more videos. But I wanted to share that because of this channel, I got that job. When I applied for internship in a startup, there I showed this channel to them, and this channel was basically that this channel acted as my portfolio. And the people who were hiring, they really liked the stuff that I did. They liked the effect, they liked the way I thought, and so because of that, they hired me. And at that company, I worked for almost like 3 to 4 months as a video editor. The title was visual architect. So after that, so I don't know, a lot of people don't, I don't think a lot of people know this, but I also had an interest in coding, like making websites, creating some hardware stuff. And what happened was I should do that very long ago, like when I was 16 years old, 17 years old, and but never really knew how to actually get into software development, as there was no one really to guide me, or like even if I imagined me becoming a software developer, I didn't know how to get there. And so I never really tried getting into software development. When I actually started doing the job as a visual architect, as a video editor at the company, I met a guy who used to actually sit next to me. I used to see him code. So, and what happened was I saw that that guy was also from the same background as me, had the same resources, and all was also from tier 3 college. So that when I saw that, I actually got a real life example of that it's actually possible to get into software development. And from that day, I took 6 months actually to train myself, learn coding. And it's not that I didn't know already, but my hand that was not, my skills were not that sharp enough. So I took a course on Udemy. It was complete web dev course, and it was, I think, by Code Brewery. I think that is what it was called. But I took that course, and for 6 months I continuously learn about front end development, back end development, and then putting it all together. And then once I learned all this at the great time, you can say that I was lucky. There was an opportunity at my office, which was they wanted to make a website for United Nations, and so they actually conduct let's say an event which is in collaboration with United Nations, and some they needed someone who can make that website. And recently they also appointed me as a charge DFS of that same project. So I jumped in and I told them that I will make the website. And so yes, I did make the website. Wait, I will show you guys what it looks like. Wait, let me make this smaller. So if I search UNYCC, this is the website which I made, and you guys can see. So this is about section. There, there is me, Charge DFS, Anuj Nirmal, and yes. So this website was made in React, and I had never used React before, and I actually did not take time to learn React that properly. But once I actually started coding and I was able to build this website, and it's responsive enough, decently responsive. I also built a backend for this. So after making few websites and few full stack apps, I showed them that I had the required skills to pivot and become a software developer. So then I became a software developer in the same company, and I almost worked for 2 years there as a software developer. I was given a project to make the world's first workplace simulator. It's basically a game that we had to make, in which a user is placed in the game, and their role is that they are a new entry level employee, and then they face a lot of stuff that general intern or entry level employee would face, like for example dealing with multiple bosses. And if a work comes in, how do you talk to the boss, how do you deal with office politics, how do you deal if there is some issues, how do you deal with that. If you're in a meeting and then you have some urgent call from house, what should be your course of action, stuff like that. So I built that, and using that, it was supposed to be used so that we can demonstrate the game to an investor and raise fund, and using which we raised $1 million. And then after that, I worked more for 6 to 7 months as a technology architect. After I built the game, I was actually promoted to technology architect from software architect, uh, where I led the team of like 2 to 3 developers, not a lot. And so we went on to building more stuff, and then came. So now I had almost worked for 2 years almost, and I wanted more, something more from life. So I was getting paid recently well, and I think life was going good. I was getting very comfortable. Then I finally decided that I will quit, and so I did exactly that. I put a resignation letter, and I had one more project before I actually quit. So which was to build an EHRMS system for the team. So I built that. It was called Karma Kundli, and so I built the project. And once that was done, now I'm finally here. I have no job. I have 50K in my bank account, and I have 6 month emergency fund as well. I have decided that I'm going to build a tech consultancy, and so I'm in the process of registering my company with the government. So I was thinking that I document the journey of building a company, like a building a tech consultancy from scratch. Because to be honest, I have no freaking idea about how to actually build a company. Like I don't know what the process is. I don't know what are the things that I need to do in order to get my first client. Because to be honest, when I worked in a company, everything was given to us, like the clients and everything was managed by other teams, let's say business development guy, by the founder. But as a tech guy, we were in a room where we get the project described, to do this, then do that, this is how you have to do this is the feature requirement, and we just built, and we did not have to talk to anyone. And talking skills being one of the weakest of mine, uh, I think it will be going to be a very difficult task to actually talk to client, because I become very nervous talking to people. And so, but it is going to be a learning, so that's why I'm more excited. But yeah, I'm thinking that I will change the name of the channel from Mad About Tech, I'm sorry, Mad About Films, to just Anuj Nirmal. To, yeah, I don't know, I might change it to something else, but I'm thinking of Anuj Nirmal as of now. And yeah, I have not written any point that I'm going to talk about on this video. I'm just generally talking to you guys about what I'm going to do next. And yes, so from next week's onward, I think I will start recording videos and start documenting the journey, from coming up with name to coming up with what who is going to be my target audience, uh, what is going to be the structure of the company, how will I get leads for my business. And if it becomes successful, you guys will see it, and if it fails, you guys will see that too. Yeah, so I will include everything from how I'm getting leads to how I'm writing call script, how I'm taking calls, and how I'm dividing work with my contractors. So all that stuff. And just to tell you guys, I have no idea about how I'm going to do that. It is going to be figuring out, and it is going to be a lot of fun, because there will be a lot of learnings involved. So yeah, see you guys soon. If you have any thoughts, do comment. And yeah, bye bye.